Let's draft a patent application using AI in about 30 minutes for $250. My name is Roger Hahn. I'm a patent attorney for over 25 years. And for a patent application like this, I would charge a client anywhere from $5,000 to $8,000. But we're going to get this done in 30 minutes for about $250. Let's go. So the first thing we're going to do is go to abigail.app. You can see on the left hand side all the different modules. We're just going to go with patent drafting. Start on a new application. So this is all the regular application parts of a new patent application. Next part is we're going to paste in our invention disclosure. So whatever you prepared from Claude or ChatGPT, you're going to put in this box called invention disclosure. Just copy and paste. It's like your regular chatbot. Next, what you're going to do is work with your chat. So on your right hand pane, you can see it says start a conversation. And this is just the disclosure that I'm scrolling through here on the left hand side. But this is your chat conversation on the right hand side. So basically you chat with your patent application. Now the next thing you're going to do is draft the claims. So the chat now creates a set of claims. This defines the metes and bounds of your application. And I generally like to draft claims before anything else, because once I get the invention disclosure, I'm going to get a sense of what we can claim. And the next part is so important. It's called a prior art search. It searches the patent database to see if your invention has been patented or thought of before. Very important step that I think that's missed very often. But I like to do it, and I designed a system so that a prior art search happens right after the claim. So the first thing is you read your invention, your idea, then you draft the claims, and then you do a prior art search. And what the chat is doing right now, what Abigail is doing right now, is it is going out to all the public databases and searching your claims against what's out there in the database. And now this alone, this prior art search can cost around $1,500 if you go to a law firm. Most of them outsource it to India or different countries, or maybe they also use AI. But in general, having this a part of your application drafting process is critical, because you can adjust the search. So let's say you do a claim, you draft some claims, you do a search, it finds some features that were disclosed or published in a prior patent or a publication, and then you can adjust the claims based on that. And in this case, it's Abigail that will be adjusting for you. So you work with it cooperatively and iteratively with Abigail to adjust the claim scope. Now, after we do the patent art search and we've gone through those steps, we adjusted our claims, Abigail is going to start drafting your specification. This is the detailed description of how to make and use your application of your invention. The first thing it does is it goes and creates your title, creates something called the field of invention, and creates the background. And it's doing it all based on the information that you provide in invention disclosure. And there's a lot of steps, a lot of things going on in the background, but you as a drafter can just monitor. Now, if you want to adjust anything, all you have to do is go in the chat box and type and say, Abigail, I don't like the name, I don't like the title, change it, and it'll go ahead and do that. Or, Abigail, I think you missed something in the field of invention or the background. You can just type it in and it'll do it. Or actually, this is an editable. The middle pane is editable, so you can just tap right into it, delete, copy, put more text, paste into it. It's just like a Word doc. So any changes you want, and Abigail will be able to read the changes in your editor back into the chat box. So it's a cooperative working platform. Next, we're going to have Abigail draft the drawings. Now, this is one of my favorite parts. This is one of the coolest things. Oh, before we get there, these are the inventor logs. So as you go through and chat with Abigail, it will record your conversation. And that's critical for inventorship. So in the United States and many other countries, AI cannot be an inventor. It can only be a human. So although Abigail is your drafter and it's helping you through the process, you have to document the steps, the prompts, the instructions that you give to Abigail as you go through this. Right now we're just clicking through, and it's based on the invention disclosure. That's sufficient. But let's say you wanted to make some changes and say, okay, I wanted to define the claim more broadly or narrowly. That will all be recorded in the logs, and that'll be downloaded and saved for you. So again, we're scrolling through the claims here. And the next step for us to do is create the summary of invention, and I think we're going to go to the claims next. So you can see the options here: draft the application, draft the summary, and we're just going to speed through here. And but you can see the Abigail now drafting the drawings. So it created numerals for you. It created 6 drawings. You can scroll through here. You can test it yourself. And all the numerals now are being tied to the specification. And you know, in the old days, I would send these drawings out to a special draftsman who would, I would hand draw them, or use some crude tool, maybe even hand sketch it, and then send it out to a draftsman. This would take like 5 or 6 days, and they would charge about $150 a sheet. And it would take me a week or so to do all this. Now with AI, we can get this done, as you can see, in about 5 minutes. And so now it's all ready to download. We hit export, $250 here. You download a zip package, and you're going to get 4 Word documents: the abstract, the specification, the claims, and the drawings. So you can see all of it here in Word doc, and you can edit it as you please. This is a full application, and as I've said in the past, this would have taken me 2 weeks, and I charge anywhere from $5,000 to $8,000. And now anyone can do it if you're a pro se inventor for $250 and get it done in about, I think this one took about 40 minutes. And if you wanted to make changes, of course, it could be longer than that. You can iterate, and in fact, you can make some edits here and go back. It's a one-time charge, so if you wanted to make additional edits to the application, that's fine. Go back in, chat with Abigail, and make your additional changes. So that's it. A patent application in about 30 minutes for $250.